So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. So guys, we've got a massive fight this weekend. Saul Canelo Alvarez takes on John Ryder. I thought I'd do a little prediction video. Look, I think this is gonna be a fight where Canelo is gonna knock off the cobwebs. You know, this is a fight where Canelo's gonna knock off the rust. He's gonna test that hand out that he's obviously been operated on. You know, we know Canelo's been suffering with injuries, and this is an opportunity to see how Canelo is looking after that. Canelo needs to go in there and put in a devastating performance, blast John Ryder out of there. But John Ryder, you know, this is an opportunity of a lifetime for John Ryder. John Ryder is no easy fight. John Ryder can really fight. John Ryder is somebody that's gone under the radar here. And, you know, his performances against Callum Smith, Danny Jacobs, although I thought he lost to Jacobs, I don't think there's anything he's anything to take lightly. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's a strong fighter. I think he's definitely, look, for Canelo, this is a cherry pick. If, you know, Demetrius Andrade or any other fighter was fighting John Ryder, it wouldn't be seen as a cherry pick. It wouldn't be seen as that, because it would actually be seen as a good opponent for those guys. But for Canelo, because of the standards that Canelo has, because of the name that Canelo has, Canelo always is judged at a different standard. So for Canelo, John Ryder's a cherry pick. You know, but I fully expect Canelo, if Canelo's anywhere near his best, Canelo should get John Ryder out of there between 6 to 7 rounds. I do think Canelo is going to go in there looking to look devastating. I think Canelo wants to prove that, you know, he's not finished, and I think he knows that a poor performance from Canelo Alvarez may tell us a lot. It might tell us that, look, he's not the fighter he once was. I think a lot of people are thinking that Canelo is now starting to slide as a fighter. And look, it's natural for a guy to have that many fights, a guy that has gone through that many training camps, that he could be sliding. He's old now. He's 33. People say, oh, well, 33 is not that old. It is old. It is old when you've had that many fights, when you've had that much wear and tear. It's like a car. Just because a car's new, just because a car's 2021, if you've done a lot of miles on the clock, that doesn't mean the car can't start getting worn out. You know, if a car's, you know, like I said, a year old and you've done 70,000 miles in a year, I mean, the car is old, is getting old, because you're using his parts a lot. And Canelo's parts, his body parts, have been used a lot. I mean, in terms of in the ring, you know, camps, sparring. You know, it's like I've said this many times before. It's not just the fights itself. It's the training camps. It's the sparring. It's, you know, boxing is a brutal, horrible, tough sport. Very tough sport. You know, sometimes fight fans like us take the sport for granted. I'm telling you now, this is a very, very tough sport. Very, very horrible. It's horrible, the kind of torture these guys put their bodies under. It's very, very tough. Let me tell you something. I've dieted before, and you know what? I know what it takes to diet. I know how hard it is. These guys go in the ring and fight that. And not just that, they're also putting themselves, when they're making weight, it's so difficult. With Canelo, not so much, because Canelo is a guy that's not that big at the weight. So he's probably not struggling to make weight. But guys that are struggling to make their weight, they may put in their body even under more pressure, more stress. And, you know, it's very, very tough. It's a very, very tough sport. Boxing is a very, very hard sport. Very, very hard. And, you know, Canelo Alvarez has had a lot of fights. He's had a lot of tough fights as well. And for me, he's kind of edging towards the back end of his career at this point. Not because he's old, because of the fact that he's had a lot of wear and tear. He's had a lot of fights. And when you've had a lot of fights, you know, that is... like I said, Canelo shouldn't go on too long anyway, because he's had a great career. He's done well. But he shouldn't overdo it in the sense that, you know, he doesn't want to be hampered later on in life, because he's got a life to live. You know, boxing, remember, like, he's probably going to retire at 36, 37 or whatever he retires at. He's got a life to live after that. That's very important for his family, for his wife, for his kids. And, you know, he's given us a lot of entertainment over the years, you know, Canelo has. So he doesn't want to overstay, doesn't want to overdo it and ruin his legacy, you know. So I think that Canelo Alvarez needs to have a 4-5, maybe a 5 plan now, and then look to maybe hang his gloves up. I personally think, look, John Ryder, he's gonna come forward. I think Canelo Alvarez is gonna pick his shots. Canelo doesn't always like if you're not at his level, he'll blast you out. John Ryder is a good fighter. I don't think John Ryder will go out like Yildirim or go out Rocky Fielding. I think he's better than that. So I think he will give Canelo rounds, but I think after about 4 or 5 rounds, I think Canelo will start picking up the pace, start hitting him to the body, and I think he'll get John Ryder out of there after 6, 7 rounds, because I do think Canelo wants to make a statement here. Canelo doesn't want to mess around here. He wants to make a statement and he wants to go after Bivol. I think that Bivol fight right now for Canelo has become massive because I think Canelo wants to prove a point. And also I think Canelo has also said that he's going to fight at 175 against Bivol. He doesn't want to fight at 168. I think he's made that clear. He wants to fight at 168. That's going to be the next fight after this. But yeah, in terms of the fight itself, I think Canelo will have too much for John Ryder. I think John Ryder will will try his best. I think John Ryder will be durable as long as he can. I think, like I said, after 4 or 5 rounds, I expect Canelo to start breaking him down, and you'll start to see John Ryder deteriorate, and then I think Canelo takes him out. Just because I think there's levels in boxing. I think Canelo's on a different level to John Ryder. I think he will get John Ryder out there. But like I said, I don't think John Ryder is going to go out with a whimper. I don't think he's going to go out the way Rocky Fielding or Yildirim or those guys did. I think John Ryder's a lot better than that. And I think John Ryder's going to put up a good fight. And if Canelo isn't the fighter he was, if Canelo is deteriorated massively after the operation, then, we may even see a longer fight. We may even see a fight, which John Ryder might cause Canelo issues. Who knows? But I fully expect Canelo to get the job done. I fully expect Canelo to go in there and do a number on him, because I think Canelo's on a different level to John Ryder. But again, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think, guys. I'd love to know your opinion. Love to know your opinion about how you see this fight playing out. I'm personally going Canelo knockout, 6 to 7 rounds. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.